Hey everyone, it's Green Pirate, and welcome back for another Pokémon UNITE guide. First off, I want to thank everyone who watched and liked my first video. I really appreciate it. I was so excited to see the positive response to the first guide that I made some new graphics for them going forward, so let me know what you think. Today we're covering a classic, the sleeping Pokémon, Snorlax. Being a defender, Snorlax has insane survivability and an impressive kit to back it up. We're already a week into Pokémon UNITE and I've seen plenty of opinion shifts since the beta. Snorlax has quickly gone from being in the middle of the pack to a common pick on a lot of high-ranked teams. I'll go over why this Pokémon is anything but lazy as he puts in the work. First is Snorlax's basic attack. Every third attack becomes a boosted attack that does area of effect damage and slows enemies hit by it. This gives Snorlax a lot of potential in early game fights and allows them to slow enemies who push too far. For a passive ability, Snorlax has Gluttony, which increases the effect of berries. When Snorlax eats a berry, he will heal for twice as much, giving them the ability to keep pressure on their opponents. Snorlax's first level 1 ability, Tackle, gives him access to a powerful short-range dash. On top of dealing moderate damage to enemies, Snorlax's next basic attack will become a boosted attack, allowing you to keep pressuring foes and slowing them. The next level 1 ability, Rest, causes Snorlax to fall asleep and gain HP. On top of that, you can use it in front of enemies to block them, so they have to go around Snorlax if they were chasing one of your teammates. Kind of like how he would block your path in the mainline games. When Snorlax reaches level 6, he can learn either one of two moves. The first one I'll cover is Flail, which will increase Snorlax's basic attack damage the lower his HP gets. I wasn't able to find out how much this increase was, so I used the substitute doll in practice mode at varying levels of HP to find these results. Since I can't see the HP as a stat in game, I had to base the value he was at by looking at Snorlax's HP bar. Around 10% or less, I was seeing an increase of more than 360%. Unlocked at level 12, Flail Plus will increase this damage further, and at low HP, your basic attacks will heal you. Snorlax's second move they can choose at level 6 is Heavy Slam. The utility of this move shouldn't be underestimated, as it allows Snorlax to get into the enemy's backline or even escape from dangerous situations. This move will also throw enemies, briefly stunning them and giving your teammates a chance to catch up. At level 12, Heavy Slam Plus has its damage increased. After Snorlax reaches level 8, it's time to replace Rest with either Block or Yawn. Block creates a wall that will shove opponent Pokémon that are hit by it. It is also capable of giving your team the space they need to score or even escape from fights. At level 14, this move is upgraded into Block Plus, giving Snorlax damage reduction while this move is in effect. The next move Snorlax can replace Rest with is Yawn. When Snorlax yawns in an enemy's direction, it will put any opponents hit by it to sleep. This move is great for setting up team fights and giving Snorlax another option for escaping fights. When Snorlax reaches level 14, Yawn Plus will also decrease the opponent's movement speed. When Snorlax has reached level 10, it's finally time for them to learn their Unite move, Power Nap. Snorlax falls asleep, throwing enemies and dealing damage over time in a massive area of effect, while also becoming immune to hindrances and rapidly restores their HP. Another thing to point out is that you can also activate the ability again to have Snorlax turn over during Power Nap, dealing additional damage. The game doesn't tell you this, and I don't know why. Snorlax can honestly be played in a lot of different ways depending on your team's composition, but one thing that stays consistent is how effective they are across the entire game. Snorlax starts the game as a Titan compared to the base level Pokemon that will be encountered in lane. Having a massive HP pool and access to berries that heal twice as much makes it extremely difficult to take this Pokemon down in the early laning phase. At level 1 you'll want to grab Tackle first, as you won't really need Rest until further in the lane, and enemies begin to harass you. Tackle will help you get wild Pokemon in the lane low, that way your teammate gets their much needed experience. Try not to last hit any of these early Pokemon since it won't benefit Snorlax nearly as much as it will your attackers or all-rounders. When you get Rest, you can try to be a little bit more aggressive with your enemies, and if they are playing defensively you can even use Tackle to dash behind their goal and steal their berries, taking their ability to heal and giving your middle lane or speedster good opportunities to gank. When Snorlax hits level 6, you'll hopefully have a good gauge of where the match is going. If your team is lacking damage, you can go for Flail and dish out some serious hits to opponents who think they might have gotten the better of you. Snorlax's HP can be deceptive considering how much they have, so you can even bait certain enemies to chase, only for you to turn around and take them out with the basic attack combo. The high risk, high reward nature of Flail can be fun, but isn't always the best choice against the heavy crowd control a lot of teams in Pokémon UNITE have access to. Heavy Slam on the other hand gives Snorlax the much needed mobility they are lacking and allows them to engage in teamfights easily. On top of this, you can use it to disengage with enemies and leap back towards your team's goal or onto berries when enemies try to attack you. At level 8, both Block and Yawn become excellent defensive options. Block will give Snorlax the ability to control the battlefield, allowing you to push enemies away from your goal while you wait for backup, or even into your own speed flux zone to prevent them from escaping for an easy knockout. Combined with Heavy Slam, you can get into the opponent's backlines and force an engagement when your team has the advantage. If you can get an enemy Pokemon between your block and another object, there are a few things they can do while your team continues to damage. I mean, just look at how annoying this is. And Mr. Mime hates his life right now. Yawn, on the other hand, feels like it was made to take advantage of Flail. Get to low HP and put the enemy to sleep, then just hit them a few times and that's it. On top of that, you can use it to put enemies to sleep who are chasing you, giving you more than enough time to escape. Finally, with Power Nap, Snorlax can throw themselves onto enemy teams, giving them few options. On top of the damage it deals, Snorlax can tank almost anything during Power Nap, making it perfect for objectives or on enemy goals when your team is ready to score. Just try not to use it when you are alone, as there isn't much Snorlax can do when being attacked during this move. If you have it, try Heavy Slamming onto enemy teams before activating Power Nap, to get as many continent as possible. There are a few battle items I enjoy using while playing Snorlax. First is Potion, which heals 12.5% of your maximum health, and for Snorlax that's quite a bit. It's also on a very short 30-second cooldown, giving you access to it more often than other items. You can also bring something like Slow Smoke, and activate it when using Heavy Slam on enemy Pokemon to slow them down, allowing weak teammates to escape. I still think Eject Button is a top pick for any Pokemon as well, considering its utility to allow you to reposition in any situation. For held items, there are options for increasing your defenses like Assault Vest, giving Snorlax a shield that cancels out special attacks up to 15% of his maximum HP. Or Rocky Helmet, which on top of providing additional defense will return damage back to any attackers hitting Snorlax. If you need more healing, Leftovers will help you when out of combat, giving Snorlax a passive regen of up to 2% of his maximum HP every second. Another option for more direct healing while in combat is Focus Band, which will begin healing immediately upon reaching low HP. A good item when supporting your team is the Buddy Barrier, because as soon as you activate Power Nap, all of your allies will gain a shield up to 40% of their maximum HP. This is great when initiating a team fight with Snorlax and gives your team insane survivability. I would also like to note the Score Shield, which allows Snorlax to score goals easily, giving them a barrier based on 10% of their maximum HP that has to be broken before they can be interrupted. With Snorlax's massive HP pool, this item makes a great fit on the Pokemon. Snorlax is quickly proven to be a great defender and a perfect fit on any team. Their ability to be a constant hindrance and control the flow of battle is what defines a defender type in Pokémon UNITE. Let's just hope that Buzzwole doesn't get added to the game anytime soon for our friend's sake. That's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed my guide on Snorlax. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe, or even share this video. I enjoy making these guides, and I'm glad people are finding the information helpful. I'm thinking of doing a speedster for my next video, and I'm currently leaning towards Zeraora considering how dominant they are in the game with everyone having access to them. But if you'd like to see someone else, sound off in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.